it is me, Richie T, and I'm sitting down with Shawn from SurviveThis, and I kind of feel like that should be the name of not necessarily just your band, but also of the Warped Tour. This seems like such a crazy party.
Yeah, it's really interesting, especially for us. This is our first Warped Tour, so we actually did this entire thing in a van. I think we're one of the only bands, especially that are like actually on the tour. We might actually be the only band that did the entire tour in a van that wasn't like a barbecue band or something like. So we got a lot of props right now.
A lot of props, but does that mean that SurviveThis is going to break up as soon as the thing ends?
You know what?
Because that to me sounds like that would either be like the best thing in the world for the band, or it's like I don't ever want to see you again. I don't ever want to talk to you again.
You know what? We're still smiling, man. That's what's crazy about it. Like, that's all we're used to. Like, we've never done a bus or anything. Like, we were supposed to get one, and just a lot of complications happened. And so for us, we were like, whatever, we're going to go out and we're going to do it. And sure, there was like some really rough days or like breaking point feelings, but when it really comes down to it, I mean, like every day we still eat together, we sit down together, we hang out together. We're like a family still, and it's really cool. Like, to do this entire tour in the conditions that we did it in and still be smiling at the end of the day is, I mean, you can't really ask for a better band.
No way. So definitely a thing that's brought you guys all closer instead of breaking up.
Absolutely.
Good. How long has SurviveThis been together for?
Well, it's kind of a weird story. We've been playing for a long time together. My cousin is the drummer.
Okay.
And we started music together, so we've been playing since we were kids.
Like how old kids? Give me an idea. Like teenage kids or like, let's go to the family party. Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Like literally like writing songs 14, 15 years old.
Okay.
He's way younger than me, so he was, like 11 or something. You know what I mean?
Give me an idea. How old are you?
I'm almost 28.
Okay. All right. So I've been doing it 10 plus years now.
Yeah, we've been doing it for a minute. As this actual name, it's been around since 2009.
Okay.
So
you get your cousin in the band.
Yeah, cousin's in the band. His best friend, childhood friend, he sings and plays guitar.
Nice.
And then we've got AJ and Andrew right now. Our band that we've had since we were younger, it was his like dream band to play in.
Cool.
Like a local band.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like it just was like this come together. Cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. You can't really.
Yeah. No, you can't beat something like that. Where is SurviveThis from?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
But it's kind of cool because like I started actually in the Utah scene.
Really?
I started playing music in the Utah scene. In a
how does that work out? Like, what were you doing here?
Well, this is what happened is I was a little troublemaker in high school.
I know where this story goes.
So I had to move, and my dad lives in Payson. So I graduated from Payson High. I went to UVSC for like a semester and then dropped out.
You're like, not this.
I was like, I'm going to play music.
Yeah.
So, so I actually started here. Like, I was playing music when I was at home, but I never really was like fully doing like band stuff. I like started out kind of was like, all right, this is cool, but I moved back here and really just honed in like my skills before I came back to Vegas and like started all this over again. So
bands that you played with here in Utah that people might know. Who?
Elliot's Assassin.
Cool.
That's what it was called. Yeah.
Very cool. And it sounds like probably more like the Utah County scene, right down in Provo, that place,
or
more
we
Salt Lake.
Like I don't know, Census Fail or the Used or something.
Oh, cool.
Around that time, I mean, it was like that was a thing,
I want to ask you this too. You got in trouble and had to move to Utah. What'd you do? Was it overreacting? Were they just?
Well, it probably was overreacting, but the realism of it is, so I was walking down the hallway in high school. I had a friend who was getting in an argument with her boyfriend.
Okay.
The guy straight up socked her in the face and she dropped. So I walked over
super
to her.
Classy.
Her face was swollen up. She was crying. I flipped out.
Because you don't do that, dude. You don't hit a chick no matter what.
I am a defender of women. And I ran over, and he was sitting at this table, and I jumped up, and I kicked him in the head.
Oh, my God.
And he fell down to the ground. He was all disoriented, and I jumped back off, and his friends picked him up, and he was just, like, trying to get back to his grounds, and he was like, "You're dead." Like, blah, blah, and I was like, "Let's go, I'll fight all you guys," because I was all adrenaline rush, and then my friends grabbed me, and they pulled me out. Just so happened that my cousin Amanda also got in a fight. So my aunt was there. She picked us both up. We got out. I was like, you know what? I'm going to not go to school the next day. I'm just going to chill. I get a bunch of calls from my friends, and they're like, you know that guy that you assaulted? And I was like, yeah. They're like, well, he's the little brother of this gang out here called Vatos Locos.
Oh, jeez.
And they're looking for you. And I was like, I'm not going to school anymore.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it just so happened like that. And I was like, I pretty much was almost to the point of dropping out.
Yeah.
And luckily, I got a call, and they're like, you want to come to Utah? And I was like, yeah. And it was the best thing that ever happened to me. I mean, I turned everything around.
That's good. Give you a second chance.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was awesome. I feel like I needed to be here, so it's really cool. I enjoyed it a lot.
Were you into music a lot before you came to Utah?
Yeah, when I came to Utah, they were scared of me. I was like straight punk. So I come rolling in like Liberty Spikes and stuff, and I don't know if you know Payson, but it's a small town, so they were just like, what is this?
I heard he killed someone in Las Vegas.
Yeah. So everyone was like scared of me when I first came here, and then it's like warmed up, and it sucked because I felt like I got picked on a lot, and just everyone just didn't understand, and like the whole thing, and then when I was a kid, 2003, 2004, the whole emo thing popped out.
Sure.
So everyone was making fun of you for being emo and all this stuff. So I got right in the cusp, and then it was like a year or two out of high school. That was the cool thing. Like every kid was doing it. Every kid was around, and I was just like, okay.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, everybody.
So I was like, if I was just a few years younger, I would have been like the coolest guy ever.
Yeah.
So.
Talk about the name SurviveThis. Where does it come from?
Well, the initial idea is kind of funny. It came from because Daniel likes survivalist reality TV shows, and he was like, "I want to do something like that. It's cool, And but when we really sat down, we were like, we can't have our name from that, something like that. So when we picked SurviveThis, we wanted it as a statement.
Yeah.
And it's like we're people who want to build your self-worth, your self-esteem, and that's what it's really about. It's just surviving the everyday life, the battle of being bullied, being picked on, suicide, depression, just anything, just your daily routine, having to go to a crappy job every day, and that we wanted to stand for something, and that's what it really stands out for us. It's just a statement, we're here to survive this, we're here to make life better.
Do you get a lot of fans that come up to you and say, hey man, your guys' music helped me through this stuff?
Absolutely. I just did an interview. They actually, the press picked me to do it. It was kind of really cool. It was this depression / suicide awareness thing. And I talked to him and I told my testimony and just talking around it, dude. And they were in tears at the end of it. It was a really touching, emotional moment for all of us. And they just came out and they talked about the record and talked about the life you've chosen in the songs, our acoustic track Father. And it was just really hitting home with them. And it's just something that growing up and wanting to write music, it's those are the moments I was looking for, these songs that touch people and captivate people and help people with their everyday lives, because I know music does that for me, and I want that same feeling,
Yeah. Talk about other bands on Warped Tour that people should check out. Obviously, you want them to check out SurviveThis, but who else? Who else?
You know what? Get Scared. Hometown Boys.
Get Scared.
They're awesome. I actually do guest vocals with them.
Okay.
I'm getting ready to go up. They're going up at 1:30. And then Icon for Hire has been awesome. They got this chick singer. They do this weird rapping, singing. She screams a little bit.
Really?
It's kind of cool. Yeah. This pretty girl. Husband in the band's super nice. We have the same name, so I like them. Beartooth's been killing it every day. There's so many good bands. Obviously, Falling on a Verse, they're really good friends of ours. They're just solid every single day. Chelsea Grin, Hometown Heroes again. If you like that metal scene, I'm expecting something crazy to happen today with them. So, you know what? There's a barbecue band that's really rad. They sound like Head Automatica, almost, but a little a little different. They're called Baby Yeah, and they are the nicest down to earth dudes. And they come out here, work their butts every day. They don't even get to play that much. They're rolling around, and they cook for the bands every night for a party, after party thing. And they're just the humblest dudes, and it's and they actually have good music. So I want kids to check that out.
Cool. It's Shawn from SurviveThis, and you're going to. One more day, you'll survive this.
Yeah, one more day, Denver.
And then what's up? Then what are you guys doing?
You know, we're just shooting for more tours. We're slowly writing for the next record.
Cool.
We're really excited. Like, the stuff we've been coming up with has been really great. Right when we get home, Daniel, our guitarist, is getting married.
Cool.
So that's like a big deal.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're all
Yes.
a part of it. So
That'll be cool.
we've got a lot to do on that aspect. And just touring, man. We put in for a few fall or winter tours. We're going to see what grabs. We want to come back. We love, like, Utah is always a pleasure. It's like one of our favorite places to be. Just every time we come here, it's just, they love us so much, you
Yep.
know. I've always liked Utah's scene for some reason. They're just loving people who just always come, always about the music. So
Shawn from Survive This, thanks for taking a few minutes, man.
awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Night sounds right.